We've got the patch notes for this week, and from first glance we can easily say that some much needed changes are being implemented to Diablo Immortal's class balance. You know how all of us were getting annoyed by playing against 3 or more Crusaders? Well, with this update it is going to be way easier to deal with that with the new changes. I mean, probably there are not going to be that many Crusaders to play against anymore. So what are these changes then? Before we move on, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you're feeling a little generous, leave a like as well. Like I said, we got some class balance changes, but only for Crusader, Blood Knight and Barbarian. Let's start with the Crusader since that's the headline. The first Crusader nerf is about the base version of Conjuration of Light. In Battleground and Rite of Exile, the duration of the immunity effect from Conjuration of Light will be reduced by 50% each time a player receives the buff again within 20 seconds. Well, this is a really good change because when a team has more than 2 Crusaders, they were stacking this immunity and having an easier time to push or hold the idol, and this change will prevent that from happening. And it doesn't stop here. There are a couple more really important nerfs to the Crusader. The knockback immunity chest essence, Hail Pilgrim, is receiving a significant nerf as well. At Mastery level 4, the duration of knockback immunity will be reduced from 4.8 to 4 seconds. That's a 20% nerf on this essence, which is a crucial part of one of the most popular builds. Next one on the Crusader nerf list is a Falling Sword essence called Luminous Rain. This essence is a part of that popular build as well. Damage reduced by 15%. Each time an instance of damage is resolved, an enemy will be damaged at most once. Well, after these nerfs, I'm not sure if we are going to see a lot of Crusaders around, but don't get me wrong, Crusaders will stay as a very important class to get wins in Battlegrounds just like before, but as you can understand, people need to find different builds to use since popular ones are nerfed quite a bit. Now let's take a look at the Blood Knight. First on the list is the must-have chest essence for Blood Knight nowadays, Count of the Eves, damage reduction per stack reduced from 5% to 4%. At first glance this might not look that important, but I'm sure you are going to be able to see the difference after this patch goes live. Other than this one, Swarm of Bats Essence Oversight is getting nerfed as well. The amount healed as a percentage of damage dealt has been reduced across all mastery levels. And at level 4 it is reduced from 28.5% to 21%. And that's all the negative changes for Crusader and Blood Knight. There are a couple of buffs to some of the skills, but I'm not sure how impactful they are going to be. That's why I'm just talking about nerfs for these two classes. These changes in a way kind of buffed all other classes, especially Demon Hunters. Now they are going to be able to run wild in Battlegrounds. We will definitely see more ranged classes in Battlegrounds moving forward until the release of the new class. You can say they are basically clearing the stage for the new class. Anyways, now let's talk a little bit about Barbarian because they are looking solid right now. First and most important change is about the Heartless Terror essence for Demoralize. If you don't know, this is the essence that gives Barbarians control immunity, and it is getting better with this buff. Now it can be used while affected by knockback or control effects. Burst and explosion effects should no longer follow the character. So from my understanding, now this will allow you to cancel the applied control effects and gain immunity as usual. This looks really strong because if you have awakened spots, you can get this skill's cooldown to less than 2 seconds if I'm remembering it correctly. We were already seeing more Barbarians in PvP activities, and we should see even more with this change. Barbarians might be a good class to try for current Crusader hype train riders. I was thinking about creating a class tier list today, but I will wait until I see these changes in the game because these are important changes. Other than that, I think I don't need to read you the patch notes. I'm sure you already did it, but I will leave the link to it in the description if you want to check it out. There is nothing crazy in it. The best things I saw are these class balance changes and Tower War Season 2. Well, I think that's all. Let me know what you think about these changes in the comments section. Actually, let me add the new Battle Pass cosmetic preview right here, and after that the video will end. Take care.